Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Data Dispatch. I hope you guys are having a great day. I know for sure the market had a wonderful day, especially with the S&P 500 setting another record high. And this is really fueled by an Nvidia rally that surpasses Apple to become the second most valuable company within the stock market, right behind Microsoft, over $3 trillion. We have some very important things to talk about with Nvidia coming Friday, especially if you hold it regarding the stock split. Also, with Palantir hosting a very important event tomorrow, AIPcon. It's fourth time hosting this. What this means, and especially the big players that are going to be at this conference that could potentially continue upon with their expansion of AIP into the private commercial market. We have a lot of things to break down. We're seeing Greek candles being printed across the market. So if you are a new or returning viewer, hit that like button, subscribe for daily videos. And of course, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just collecting all the data and dispatching it to you. Now, right, we see pop it up on the screen right here. Palantir Technologies gets a nice boost today, pushing past this resistance point that we talked about yesterday at this 22.13, this kind of low 22 area, gets pushed back. This now is going to be in the 23 area. We've seen consolidation right here, and especially going into tomorrow, this is an interesting point for PLTR, because one of the big things that is on, not I want to say for full expectations, but is starting to gain some trendiness and hype right now, is the possible inclusion of this stock within the S&P 500. The quarterly review is this Friday, June 7th, and with the rebalancing that'll happen on June 21st. We've been talking about this whole upcoming week as we're starting to see trendiness that is coming in to this whole phenomenon. And on top of that, like I said, we have them that are going to be hosting the fourth AIPcon. We're going to be breaking down these details and why they're incredibly important in just a second. But getting back to the market right here, like I said, the S&P closes at a record with the Nvidia rise really helping fuel this rally. And in addition, combined with the major tech stocks and a slightly weak labor market, really does give investors and Wall Street the hope that the Federal Reserve is going to implement its first interest rate cut later this year. Now, talking about that and specifically where this hope is sitting at, right now, the Fed funds future trading suggests roughly about a 70% chance that the central bank policymakers will ease back from the current target rate of 5.25% to 5.5% in September. Now, this is really great because before we had this probability priced in at about a 50% probability of that first interest rate cut. But now with the slightly weak labor market, Wall Street's actually looking at this as a beneficial thing. Now, getting specifically into PLTR, let's talk about what we need to talk about. Important event tomorrow, and that is going to be the fourth AIPcon. Now, it's going to be showcasing the latest applications of its AIP on this actual convention here, scheduled for live streaming Thursday. So tomorrow we'll give you guys kind of a synopsis of what this event basically concluded. Now, they will feature nearly 70 different customers, including new users like United Airlines, Nebraska Medicine, as well as we've seen some other ones getting into the mix, AARP, Wendy's, QSCC, EdgeScale, AI, big companies coming into the game here. And one really cool metric that I did see, and this is showing you that AIP has been incredibly successful getting into the commercial markets, and that is that their AIP bootcamp since its inception has had over 1,300 different boot camps. 1,300 have been completed globally, with nearly 500 since its last conference in March. Now, this is also going to showcase as an introduction for the Palantir developer community, looking at fostering the company's Foundry and AIP software, trying to find, like I said, potential clients and basically showcasing the benefits of AIP to all the people that will be attending this event. Now, you couple this with the recent $480 million contract to the Army for the Maven Smart System, and in addition, you have their expansion and partnership with Eaton, and now, of course, with the anticipation, and you kind of have the uncertainty of could they possibly be included in the S&P 500, no wonder why we're starting to see a little bit of a rally right here in a breakout. Could PLTR continue amongst possibly testing here into the mid-20s? That is possible. However, one speculative piece that I do want to get a warning on is that people could be kind of taking advantage of this S&P 500 phenomenon and trading based off of that. You're seeing increased amounts of volatility, and specifically for call options, we see 29,000 in terms of volume at the $23 strike price. So short-term end of the week expirations, we're starting to see a lot of bullish momentum coming into the market. Now, Palantir is really working in terms of the private market, and specifically, could PLTR finally see its breakout in terms of what it was in its previous years, pre-IPO, those kind of unicorns, and where we sit specifically with momentum. PLTR is doing a really great job. Now, of course, one of its biggest criticisms that we talk about all the time is its valuation. It does trade at a high valuation. We all know this. All the tech stocks are trading at a high valuation. Look at Nvidia right now at $1,224. And that's where I want to lead into the last part of this video, is what's going to be happening with Nvidia and what's going to be happening especially to shareholders by the end of Thursday. Trading can be impacted. Now, one of the things that's going to be happening June 7th, this Friday, Nvidia is going to undergo a 10-for-1 stock split at the market close. This means if you have one share of Nvidia, you will be given 9 additional shares. This will go into actual trading at a split shared price starting next week, Monday, June 10th. Now, when trading closes on Thursday, that is tomorrow, or today if you're watching this video on Thursday, they are set to be impacted in this way, shape, or form. Now, specifically, at the end of the trading day on Thursday, you are going to receive those 9 additional shares of the stock after the end of the trading day Friday. So if you own Nvidia shares on Thursday, you'll get those additional 9 at the end of the trading day on Friday, and the value of those shares will be adjusted to reflect the split. In addition, regarding the dividend right here, shareholders at the end of the day Tuesday will receive a 1 cent per share dividend that the company is going to pay out June 28th. So if you have Nvidia shares at the end of the day Tuesday next week, you're going to receive 1 cent per share, and that's going to be paid out basically at the end of June on the 28th. Now, like I said, in addition to here, Nvidia celebrating hitting a $3 trillion market cap. This is an incredible accomplishment, especially for this tech company right here. You also have the recent announcement that we talked about in yesterday's video that the CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, said that they are going to be spending $3 to $4 billion on Nvidia hardware this year, making up roughly 30 to 40% of artificial intelligence spending this year, according to Musk. So you got the CEO of Tesla coming out here saying we're going to spend 30 to 40% of all the company's artificial intelligence spending on Nvidia by the end of 2024. So with the anticipation here with the stocks, but I think we're still going to see continued momentum coming into Nvidia, and this can really have a drive for the AI market in general and even the overall market, because now the fact that Nvidia is the second most valued stock within the actual market, it does have a bigger basically impact on the market in general. I'm talking about the major indexes, and this is why with Nvidia's rally, we saw the Dow Jones, S&P 500 up over 1% here, NASDAQ up nearly 2%, a lot of stocks in the green. Now, will this continue? We also have some important data, I believe, regarding jobs that's going to be coming out on Friday, but right now, things are looking good in terms of hopium of those first interest rate cuts. Like I said, a 70% chance right now by September. Of course, if we see any type of flips in the market, and I'm talking what if we get a hot inflation report, we could see the reverse, a flip side of this that could happen at any moment. But what we've seen historically and what we've been tracking is any times that we've had bearish news regarding inflation, we've typically had one kind of negative trading day that you can see a general pullback across the market, but then the next trading day, a lot of that loss has been wiped out. This is showing here that we're still seeing a strong momentum and buying pressure into the market kind of regardless of what inflation is sitting at right now. So it'll be really interesting. What do you guys think is going to be happening down in the comments? Are you guys, number one, excited for AIPcon? Are you going to be excited for the Nvidia stock split? And what do you think is going to be happening in those interest rate cuts? Do you think they're going to happen come September, or do you think that the Fed will change their mind? Peace out, take care, and I'll catch you guys later.